Here now is Lieutenant Colonel Stuart Scheller, who was discharged after criticizing military leaders. He's also the author of Crisis of Command. Now, Stu, how could this possibly be a new focus for the military when we have actual real problems like recruitment declining, China, obviously the situation in Ukraine seems to be deteriorating, and now this is where we're going?
Laura, thanks for having me back on. It's a weird time in American history. Americans are out there seeking truth, and we have elites hiding in antiquated structures trying to centralize the message. The military is a perfect example of it. You just alluded to all the things we can talk about: inclusion, extremism, media literacy, everything but war fighting. General Berger, also not in that article, recently just revoked the authority of 05 battalion commanders to manage their own unit's social media page. I mean, if we can't trust an 05 battalion commander, literacy training on the squad level is not going to do much to help us. Here I am not having done the literacy training, and I'm able to do a media interview. If I could speak directly to General Berger, I would say, General Berger, sir, what people need is truth, honest assessment. Hey, focus on warfighting. Maybe we should write that down and make a publication on that.
Well, Stu, the publication also says that Marines need to safeguard their morale and unit cohesion as they navigate today's complex technology and media landscape. It must be able to recognize the various sources of misinformation and disinformation aimed at them. Now, what falls under the category of disinformation, Stu, of course, is the real question, right? I mean, they're worried about the military after January 6th because they think there are too many conservatives in the military. So they needed to change that dynamic or scare people away from expressing themselves. That's where this is going.
Yeah, I would ask the question, does the disinformation, can we say that applies to the Afghanistan evacuation? There was no better example of military failure. Still, our senior leaders are entrenched in the success of the non-combatant evacuation. Right now, there is a struggle, and the elites haven't figured out that in this technology era, a battalion commander like myself can watch real time the mistakes that are being made. The old adage of "we know more than you, trust us," it doesn't apply anymore, and they haven't figured it out. We don't need media literacy training. We need them to get back to the basics. We need them to focus on warfighting, and we need leaders with courage.
Well, how is this going to affect recruiting, which is way down, as we documented last week on The Angle? I mean, they're down tens of thousands of recruits for the coming year. 60,000, I think, total.
Fix the leaders, fix the culture, all of the problems will solve themselves. This is not a complicated problem. We have weak leaders that lack moral courage. We need a strong Secretary of Defense, and we need to clean house of our cowardly leaders. Bottom line.
Lieutenant Colonel Scheller, it's great to see you as always. Thank you.